Hi, Joe Glavin with City Floor Supply, and welcome to our discussion of the BD-2100 from Delmhorst. The BD-2100 from Delmhorst is going to come in a case like this. Inside that brown box is a serialized moisture meter that comes in black case with an owner's manual, and then a quick reference guide of all the buttons, which we'll discuss. It also comes with a set of non-insulated pins that also have the retaining thumb screws on them. So the BD-2100 will measure 3 substances. 1 wood, 2 would be EIFS, which is essentially like a synthetic stucco with insulation board behind it. And it will also measure brick, concrete, and gypsum. So the meter has a selection button of scales 1, 2, and 3. So 1 is going to be wood. 2 is going to be used for a reference scale of 0 to 100. And typically that's going to be for the gypsum, and then, it's going to be for the insulations and those kinds of things. And then the third scale is going to be for the gypsum. So if you take a look here, and you'll see the 1. If I want to go to a different scale, after I hit my selection button, I just hit the settings button to get me to that scale. And since I'm doing wood, I want to be on number 1. If you do hit the number sign button there, that's going to put you to a preset limit. As you peak that limit, you'll see the scale here that's color coded by green, yellow, and red. Those will light up accordingly. In other words, if you exceed the 15, you'll go to red. If you're approaching 15, you'll be at yellow, and if you're well below that, and there's percentage points in the manual that will discuss that, you'll be at green. And the way you take the reading is essentially you push these pins into the product. With the BD-2100, you don't need to know what the species is until you get to the correction chart, and I'll show you that in a second. We're just set on wood for right now. In order to check that the unit is working properly, you want to make sure that you touch both of these buttons that are stacked simultaneously and get a reading of 12. When you get a reading of 12, that tells me that the battery is good and you're properly calibrated. So we're ready to go. I'm going to check the moisture. This is 5-quarter maple, which probably just came, as a sticker for a stack of wood that came in. I'm going to check the moisture in this butt end here, and if you'll notice, I'm buried in as far as I can, and I'm measuring. I'm green, and it was 7.7. So that just gives me a relative idea that this product, we're here in very dry heat in the middle of the winter. I would expect this to grow in the spring and summer. If we were to measure this piece that'd be sitting out here, in July, I would suspect that would be above 8, maybe 9. So again, this species of maple, now that we know what it is, we can go into our chart here. Now we were set for wood. and we'll find maple on our chart, and hard maple, and we got a reading of 7.7, and it says that that is going to be 8 to 8.5. So this is just a correction table by species for this meter. You can also hook up the 26 ES probes. Now these are uninsulated pins. Let's see if there is. Okay, so again, all these meters are measuring just resistance between the two pins. These are uninsulated pins, and these are insulated pins indicated by the green coating. So all we're seeing here are exposed points, and those two exposed points are going to measure resistance between the two to give us the moisture content. So if I were to hook this up, I won't take it all apart, but I'll just, right there. And on top, we get a reading of 7. So again, where these pins are really meant for would be something that's much thicker, deeper. If you wanted to pass through something to get to something else, you know, you could pre-drill it to get these through without trying to bend them, and then go ahead and take your measurement of whatever is below. So that's the 26 ES attachment going on the BD-2100. Cover that up. And again, if you wanted to see more about this, I discussed this a little bit further in a general overview video of all the Delmhorst products that you can see on our YouTube page. If you just type in Delmhorst, they'll all come up. There's a larger product preview that explains more about the gypsum or the EIFS, that kind of thing. But we really kind of hone in with these products to wood flooring. So that's the BD-2100. If you have any questions regarding the BD-2100, how to operate it, how to calibrate it, those kinds of things, feel free to give us a call at 800-737-1786, or go online at cityfloorsupply.com, type in Delmhorst. All the Delmhorst products will drop down, click on the BD-2100 product, and the tech data sheets are right in there.